Good morning, students. Let's continue our chapter number 7, accounting for shares. So today's topic is forfeiture of share. So what is the meaning of forfeiture of shares? If any shareholder fails to pay installment on the shares held by him. Installments means like amount on allotment or calls. Means if any shareholder fails to pay his allotment or call money, then his shares are compulsory forfeited as penalty and his membership from the company is cancelled. So simply forfeiture means cancellation of shares. And one important point, after forfeiture of share, shareholder does not have any right on the money he had already paid on such shares. Means company will also forfeit his amount that he had paid previously with application. Suppose if any shareholder fails to pay his allotment and call money and he had paid only application money, then in case of non-payment of calls or allotment money, company will cancel his ownership from the company will cancel his membership, and also company will forfeit the amount of application that he had paid to the company. Means in case of any default by any shareholder in making payment on calls, then the amount he had already paid will also be forfeited by the company. This is called forfeiture of shares. Now, see its accounting treatment. Forfeiture of shares issued at premium means company is going to forfeit those shares who were issued at premium. So there are two cases which might arise: when money for premium has already been received on forfeiture share, and when money for premium has not been received on forfeiture share. These two cases are, let me explain. Case 1, when money for premium has already been received on forfeiture shares, means company is forfeiting those shares who were issued at premium. Then at the time of forfeiture we have to see whether the shareholder has paid allotment money or not. If he had paid allotment money and premium is with allotment, then obviously there is no role of premium. Means our case 1 is when the money for premium has already been received on forfeiture share. Means case 1, company forfeiting the share which were issued at premium and company has received premium. Means company has received allotment and shareholder is in default for paying calls. And case 2, when money for premium has not been received, means allotment is also not received. In case 1, we assume that he has not paid call money, means he has paid allotment which was on premium. And case 2, when money for premium has not been received, means he has not paid allotment and calls. When he is not able to pay allotment, that means he has not paid premium also. So this is the case when premium has not been received. And case 1, when premium has been received, means he has paid allotment, he is not able to pay call money. Clear? Two cases, when premium is received, when premium is not received. Now see, when money for premium has been received on forfeited share, means I told you that if money has been received means allotment has been received by company, and a premium is along with allotment, premium is also received by company. So shareholder has not paid his calls money. So what would be the entry on the forfeiture of shares? See, this is the forfeiture entry. This is our forfeiture entry. For non-payment of calls money, share capital account debit to, what we write in to unpaid calls, and to forfeiture, share forfeiture account. To unpaid calls means he is in default in making payment of two calls, first call and second call. And why we credit to share forfeiture? Because company is also forfeiting the amount he has paid. Like in this example, he has not paid calls money, but he paid application and allotment. So in share forfeiture, what we write? Money received. In forfeiture, what we credit? Money received from defaulting shareholder, like in this example, application money and allotment money. And in calls, what we to unpaid calls means calls in arrear. Clear? This is the forfeiture entry. Share capital you have to debit, and on credit side to those calls which were unpaid, and to share forfeiture for money received by shareholder, money received by company which was forfeited by the company. Clear? There is no role of premium in this entry. And second case, when money for premium has not been received, means shareholder is not able to pay allotment and calls. So if company is not receiving allotment, means company is also not receiving premium amount. So in that case, we have to debit security premium account. If company is not able to get allotment from some shareholder and company is going to forfeit the share, then company has to debit the security premium account, because at the time of receiving premium we show it on credit side, but it's a loss, company is not getting premium amount, so it will be on the debit side. To unpaid calls, see, share capital, security premium account. And to unpaid calls means, which are unpaid calls here? Allotment and calls. And share forfeiture, the amount received by company. What is the amount here received by the company? Shareholder has not paid allotment and call. So what he has paid? He has paid only application money. So company will forfeit his application amount, and that will be written in the share forfeiture account. Clear? Share capital account, security premium account, to unpaid call, to share forfeiture. Now, when the company forfeit these shares, the company reissue forfeited share to someone else. So what is the entry of reissue of forfeited share? Again, reissue can be in two ways, at par and at premium. Reissue of forfeited share can be done at par and at premium. So at the time of reissue, there is no long process of getting application allotment, first call and second call. Here we just directly reissue share to someone with full amount. Like company is reissuing share at par, so reissue entries, there is a one single entry of reissue, bank account debit, to share capital, forfeited shares reissued at par. And when companies reissue shares at premium, then entry is bank account debit, to share capital, to security premium. Single one entry of reissue at par and single one entry of reissue at premium. Now see, can company reissue shares at discount? No, but company can give discount up to that amount which company has forfeited. Means company has forfeited the amount of shareholder which they paid. Means in given example which we discussed, like application money we received and shareholder has not paid allotment and call money. So company forfeited application money. Suppose company forfeited 5,000 rupees as application money. So company can give discount till amount 5,000. Means the company can give discount to at the time of reissue to the maximum of the forfeiture balance, not from his pocket. Company is not going to reissue shares at discount from his pocket. Company can give discount from the forfeited amount which company has forfeited of those shareholders who are in default and they are not able to pay amount on calls. Clear? So what would be the entry of reissue at discount? Bank account debit, to share capital, and for discount company will not write the word share discount because company is not giving from his pocket. Company will write share forfeiture account. Company will debit share forfeiture account because company is using his share forfeiture account for giving discount. Company has collected money from forfeiture from shareholder as forfeiture. Company has forfeited some amount, so company will give discount from that forfeited amount to shareholder at the time of reissue. So company will use his share forfeiture account at the time of discount. So what is the maximum amount of discount company can give at the time of reissue? The balance in share forfeiture account at the time of forfeiture of share that company record on the credit side. Clear? Maximum amount of discount at the time of forfeiture is balance in share forfeiture account, and company will debit share forfeiture account, not discount account. Clear? So entry at the time of reissue at discount, bank account debit, share forfeiture account debit to share capital. Clear? Three ways are there: at par, at par, at premium, and at discount, but this discount is given from share forfeiture account, not from company's pocket. And the last one is profit on reissue of shares. Means if company is reissuing share and if there is any profit, then this profit will transfer to the capital reserve. So we will transfer balance of share forfeiture account to capital reserve. Some balance of forfeiture we utilized in giving discount at the time of reissue, and balance of forfeiture account is our profit that will be transferred to capital reserve account. Clear? Company credited share forfeiture account at the time of forfeiture of share. From that balance, company can give discount at the time of reissue, and balance forfeiture will be transferred to capital reserve account. Being profit on reissue share transfer to capital reserve, and its formula is capital reserve is equal to amount forfeited on reissue share less discount on reissue. Means balance we will transfer to capital reserve. See one example. Alpha Limited issued 10,000 share of ₹100 each, payable as 25 application, 25 allotment, 21st call and 30 second call. 9,000 shares were applied for and allotted. Means company received application for 9,000 share. This is under subscription. Under subscription. So company will do all the entries with 9,000 shares. All the payment were received exception of the allotment money, first call and second call on 300 share allotted to G. Means 300 share did not pay allotment money, first call and second call, and company forfeit these shares. Now company will forfeit how many shares? 300 shares. So our forfeiture entry would be C. What would be debit? Share capital account debit to what we record on credit side, share forfeiture account and unpaid calls. Here unpaid calls are allotment, first call and second call. Shareholder did not pay allotment and call. So we will write to share allotment, to first call, to second call, and always there is share forfeiture. Means company will forfeit the already paid amount and the shareholder has paid only application because he is not able to pay allotment and calls. So what he paid? He paid only application money that will be forfeited by the company in share forfeiture account. Now see how will we write amounts. See how many shares company is going to forfeit? 300 share. And what is the rate of share? 100. So 300 into 100 in share capital. Then allotment rate is 25. 300 into 25. First call rate is 300 into 20 and second call rate is 300 into 30. And what he paid? That will be in the forfeiture account. He paid only application money. So 300 into 25 in application. Clear? This is the entry related to forfeiture of share. Clear? I hope you understood today's topic. So practice practical questions of forfeiture of shares. Thank you.